Welcome to PetesGuide. This is Metric Monday. Last week I finished fleshing out this isometric M6 mini toolkit, and I thought I was going to jump straight into M6 fasteners, fixings, fixtures, etc. But I realized there's a step missing. So that step is figuring out the installation hole sizes for all of the fasteners that I'm going to be using. And the first set of drill bits, metric drill bits that I bought was this Fisch kit, 3 millimeters to 10 3 millimeters to 10 millimeters in 1 millimeter increments. But for wood, that's not quite fine enough. So I upgraded to this kit. This is the same brand, an Austrian company, but I think these drill bits are made in China, and buying these off of Amazon was an interesting adventure. Bits were made in China, probably, QA'd in Austria, shipped from Germany by the Australian Post, which I think used DHL once it got into the States, and then DHL transferred it to the United States Postal Service. So this has touched a whole bunch of countries. That was pretty fun. And what this is 1 millimeter to 10 millimeters in half millimeter increments. And I got curious in trying to figure out if this was the right gap between drill bit sizes for wood drill bits. And I did the math, and wood drill bits don't necessarily come in nice consistent jumps, but the measurement system is generally multiples of 1/64 of an inch. Actually, it's always multiples of 1/64 of an inch. But the gap between adjacent sizes is not always that. But if you do the math, 1/64 of an inch is about 0.4 millimeters. And these are exactly 0.5 millimeters between drill bits. So I think at that point we're shaving hairs. We don't need to get any more precise than a half millimeter. We're within a tenth of a millimeter of the existing U.S. customary unit standard for wood drill bit size spacing. And let's get this out of the way, and we'll put this off to the side. And that brings me to the connectors I'm going to start to use next. These are T-nuts, 4-pronged T-nuts. They're in cross section, they have a T profile. And in trying to figure out the design specifications for these, I believe that I've discovered that there is no international standard for these. It might be an American one. I'm not really sure where to look. Probably ANSI or something related to ANSI. But to the best of my knowledge, there's no DIN standard and no ISO standard for these. And so I was left to just simply measure the barrel diameter with calipers, and it comes out to about 7.46 millimeters. So given that, I decided to take my new drill bit set and make a sizing template for clearance holes. So let's start with 7 millimeters just to see if there's enough wobble in hand drilling this that it might fit, and the answer is no. We'll go up to 7.5, and that's a nice slim fit. If we go up to 8, that wobbles a bit. Go up to 8.5, that wobbles more. 9, that's just silly. And yes, this scale goes to 9, not 10 or 11. And so in the next week, I'm going to start trying out installing these and move on to other metric M6 wood fasteners. But I've got one more interesting bit of news here. This toolkit is based on the 2024 Vera Advent Calendar. That's the Mini Tool Check Plus. And this has proved so popular that today Vera announced a whole line of toolkits based on this. It's the Vera modular, oh boy, I'm going to have to look this up. It's the Tool Check modular system, and it's now available in both metric and US customary units. The set of bits is slightly different. I think they've got 4 hex sockets instead of 3, and they've got a whole bunch of add-ons that clip into the sides, much like the 3D printing community has been doing over the last several months to customize these. And so I'm tickled pink that this is not just a fly-by-night Christmas stocking stuffer only toolkit. I can't wait to see what else Vera does with this in the future. But that's all I have for this week. This is PetesGuide, closing down.